Today, we're going to be testing out Project IDX, which is a free AI code editor, kind of like an alternative to Cursor, Bolt.new, Windsurf, etc., but it doesn't cost a penny to use. And you can get free access at idx.dev. I'll show you some examples of what you can build, how you can use it for SEO. There's also some new updates where, for example, you can install the Cline extension. And with Cline, you can actually use whatever API you want to use. Now, if you get started and sign up for an account, what you can see is a setup like this. And you can actually choose between different projects. You've got Angular, Next.js, Astro, React, and then from here you can basically choose between like backend, mobile, databases, etc. And also, if you scroll to the solutions section over here, there's a bunch of like pre-made templates you can test out. Any sort of app or website that you can think of, you can basically develop using this tool. So what we'll do is totally random examples. We'll select Astro from the list. We'll put test in right here, and now you've got the whole setup, right? So these are all your project files, your Astro, etc. And if we scroll to extensions, we can install Cline. Now, Cline is a coding agent that you can use to connect to different APIs. So let's say, for example, you want to use Claude, or you want to use ChatGPT, or you want to use an API from Gemini, etc. Now, once you've installed Cline, and you need this for the project, now you can select your API provider. If you want to use a free API, you can select Gemini, and then from here, we can go to AI Studio. We can grab a free API key, plug in the API key, and then from here, you can start testing. Let's say, for example, create a basic blog for my personal brand. And in the chat here, it's going to start coding the project. You just hit save once it's done that, and it's going to keep scrolling through a few different options. What you've got here as well is a preview in the right-hand side, right? Now, it's going to give you a really basic like outline right here, right? So we've got the website here, but it looks absolutely terrible. So what we're going to do from here, we're just going to go back and forth with it, right? So you can see here I'm saying, make it look better, add some different sections for me, who I am, etc. It's asking for some information about me, my business. So what I'm going to do is I'll just take the example content from here. We'll plug that in, and you can see we're beginning to get that built out properly. That is super, super basic. I'm not impressed at all by that so far. So what we're going to do now is we'll go back to here and we'll try Next.js. And I'm also going to get the API key from Claude because I think that'll be much better for actually coding, which will get us better outputs. Now we'll go into our Next.js folder and we'll install Cline again. You seem to have to install Cline each time you set up a new project. We'll go inside the selection for the API. We'll select Anthropic, plug in the API key here, and then we'll just test it out. So I said create a 5-page personal branding website. We've got the site ready to go. And you can see it's writing all the actual content. But when I was using Astro and Gemini's API, it wouldn't write the content and it was asking me to do that for it. It was a lot more work. Next.js seems to give a better output for sure, especially if you're using Claude's API. It just seems superior for coding. When we click this, you can actually open it on a test domain. One thing that I would say though is like if you're using IDX and you're using Claude 3.5 Sonnet in here with Cline, it's going to cost you money. Whereas if you're on like the free trial of Windsurf, that has not charged me so far, and you get free access to Claude 3.5 Sonnet. But this definitely seems more comprehensive when you do it with Anthropic. What we can also do is try creating a Flutter project, right? So Flutter, I think this is more suited for apps, for example. Now the Next.js project is pretty much ready to go. And if you click on open over here, design is super nice. I don't know if these blog links are actually going to work. Let's test it out. Doesn't seem to do anything when I click on them. These buttons don't work, but you can see how easy it is to build out. And then you would just keep going back and forth. And then you got the About Me page right here. Now, if you wanted to customize that to you, your business, etc., you just say, customize this to me, grab some information from my About page, plug that underneath, and hit brand colors. Now, you can also see here the total API cost, which is really, really useful. So you can see how much this project has cost us so far. So to build out this website, host it, deploy it, etc., that cost us $0.2. Now that we've added the information, it's even linking out to like our Upwork profile, Udemy, etc. Let's install Cline on our Flutter project. And you might be wondering, okay, what are the use cases for this? So you can build your own tools and apps. So for example, like this tool, you can build out websites like this. This gets a bit of traffic each day. Even like one-page exact match domain. So we'll go back into Anthropic, grab that API key from before, plug it in there. So we're going to say create a keyword research tool. And you can see you can select between web and you can select between Android, right? So Flutter is a bit different because it's more designed for developing apps. Whereas, for example, when you go onto the Next.js project, it's more like a website. I definitely think that IDX is harder to use, just more time consuming. There seems to be a lot more back and forth and like clicking of save and approve and etc. This seems to be super buggy. So it's saying like task completed. but you can clearly see like nothing is done. Here's an example of a app I actually created earlier for expense trackers. If you click on plus right there, you can add in your description, your amount, and you can preview it inside the browser. So you can build like a basic apps, but it doesn't seem to work every time like I've just shown you. And now we can see after going back and forth with the coder, it's created this site. Let's try and host it, see what it does next. Get started, doesn't do anything. Learn more, doesn't do anything. It's not working. It's created some content on the homepage, so definitely better than the project we created before. These links do not seem to work, even after going back and forth. Like, look at the chat. Honestly, there's a lot of hype around Project IDX at the minute. From what I've seen, it's just not that user-friendly. It has a lot of more bugs, even when you're using Claude. And Windsurf AI seems to still be winning when it comes to this stuff, right? So thanks so much for watching. What I've actually done is plug all these video notes from today into this tutorial. So just scan the QR code. You can get that inside the classroom of the AI SEO Success Lab, along with 53 AI SEO tools that I've built. This has taken me hundreds of hours to do for you, and I'm just giving it away for free. So join the AI SEO Success Lab. You get 53 AI SEO tools, along with a free AI SEO content tool, a free one-click content optimizer, a content humanizer, etc. Pretty much everything you can imagine when it comes to SEO. Along with, if you get stuck or if you have any questions, you can ask our community of like 1,700 SEOs who are doing similar things to you and can problem solve along with you. So thanks so much for watching. If you want to get a free one-to-one SEO strategy session, feel free to get that link in the comments description. We'll show you how we take websites from 0 to 145,000 visitors a month and generate thousands of dollars in sales on autopilot. On this free link building acceleration session, you will get a free SEO domination plan to discover the secrets of link building. Answer any questions you have. You learn the best link building strategy for your website, plus how to quickly outrank your competitors in link building, how to 10x SEO traffic based on what's working for us. And if you sign up for 3 months, you get 1 month free. If you sign up for 6 months, you get 2 months free. If you sign up for 12 months, you will get 4 months free of SEO. So feel free to book that link building acceleration session. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.